everybody. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of All In Sports. It's your man, Lee Ice, and the big dog coming at you. You can see we are joined by a special guest today. I call him Mr. Colorado, Mr. Steve. How's it going, buddy?
Great. Good evening, everybody.
Big dog, what's going on, man?
Not much. Sitting back and getting some rest.
No, that's right.
Long time overdue.
Yeah, you deserve it, man. You deserve it. You work hard. How was everybody's Thanksgiving?
Quiet.
All right.
Quiet. Y'all watch some football?
Most definitely.
Watch some football, ate a lot of food?
I ain't eat as much this year, probably not in the past years. I only had one plate, which is unusual.
This is probably the least I ate this Thanksgiving. You
Ever.
know,
Me.
they eat a lot this year.
Me either.
I guess you don't eat a lot as you get older. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, let's thank everybody for tuning in last week's show. Thank everybody for tuning in this week's show. Like I always say, I hope we can entertain y'all during what we're going through. You know, Lee Ice don't say that word, but I'm always tell you, protect yourself and your family the best way you know how. Mr. Steven Peebles, are you ready to get things started?
Let's get her
All right,
started.
let me toast the show in. All right, there you go. Y'all know what's first on the agenda. It's called the All In State of the Union. It's brought to you by the best there is, the best there was, the best that ever done it. It is the big dog. Big dog, what's going on?
Tank Davis and Roach fight rebooked for March 1st. How you feel?
Should be a good fight. I guess that's the next big fight everybody want to see, big dog.
It's one of the big fights, yeah, besides Yuskov and Fury. Predators and Avalanche swap backup goaltenders. How you feel?
I don't know how good each one of them are. I'm going to be honest.
Okay. Hornets ball out for at least 2 weeks with calf strain.
Ooh.
The Atlanta Hawks first in the East to reach the quarter finals of the NBA Cup. I don't even like talking about it. That's why I
Oh, my goodness. I think the NBA misses David Stern.
Cardinals signed running back Connor to a 2-year extension. How you feel?
Well deserved.
Raiders Pierce stands by call due to bad snap.
You stand by with the center.
Yeah,
Well, it should have been a false start.
it was legal shift.
No, they called it
Illegal shift.
illegal shift. Yeah.
Same thing.
No, false start. It wouldn't. They had to do another play.
Chiefs clinch a playoff spot, but not thrilled with how.
Hey, man, I hear Mahomes talking. I get it, but hey, man, you got 3 Super Bowls. You take them however they come now.
Bears did something they've never done in 105 years, Lee Ice. They fired their head coach. How you feel?
If anybody deserved to get fired, it was that guy. That was pitiful.
Bad clock management.
Commanders Robinson out in, Eckler and Wiley out. And also Commanders cut Forbes about an hour ago, Lee Ice.
Wow.
First round pick from Ron Rivera, all gone.
Gone. They gonna struggle. No, they don't have no running back except for Rodriguez and Jaden.
Stanford brings back ex-star quarterback Andrew Luck home to be as a GM next year with Stanford Cardinals. How you feel?
You're gonna see more of that. Remember we talked about it at the beginning. You're gonna see more GMs in college.
Aces Plum backs out of debate unraveling season. Debut unraveling season. My fault. Plum backs out her debut on unraveling season. The season unraveled, man. They saw it. Real Madrid bus crashes after loss to UCL.
Oh wow! Is anybody hurt?
No.
No news. I hope nobody got hurt. Seriously.
Brown fired by the Tar Heels. Yeah, Mac Brown fired by the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers said just as his first option next year to play in 2025. How you feel?
Aaron Rodgers, man. Come on.
The
Time to
UFL,
hang it up.
United Football League, launches the expansion process, looking for new markets. 2 teams. That means they'll be around for 2026, Lee Ice.
Where they going? I mean,
The cities are Jacksonville, for the Jacksonville Bulls from the USFL, Tampa Bay Bandits, San Antonio, I already San Antonio, but Arizona Wranglers, that have been talked about, the Oakland Invaders, moving the LA Express to San Diego, called the San Diego Express, the Seattle Dragons, coming back from the XFL, and the Denver Gold was talked about. Yeah.
that's right up your alley, Steve.
Vernon Adams has been traded to the Calgary Stampede from the BC Lions in CFL news, the Ice. You don't like that? You ain't got nothing to say about that? Boy, have the mighty have fallen in college football, the Ice. Syracuse has just upset Miami 42-38.
No.
Michigan loses to Ohio State. Notre Dame is crushing USC. SMU has locked their ACC championship game. And South Carolina beat Clemson today. Lee, take us a commercial break.
Hey, you lost. Oh, man. We're going to go to a break while I go get some Kleenex, man. How could y'all do this to me? You're watching All In Sports with the big dog and Lee Ice and our special guest, Mr. Steven. When we come back, we talking football in Colorado, y'all. We'll be right back.
Eagles 27, Dallas nothing. John Madden has come up with a new award. There's the turkey on the bus, and somebody gets that drumstick. Who
Yeah,
gets
we
that?
just cut the drumstick off. We'll give it to Reggie White. I think that, the Eagles shut out the Cowboys. You have a shutout. You have to give it to a defensive guy. And I think this is the guy that gets the drumstick award. In fact, he looks like he's waiting for it right now. We're just going to whack it off, take him to it right now in the locker room.
I think he can handle it.
Oh, yeah. That'll be eaten before he gets out of the locker room.
So again, that's the final score. 27-0 at Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas.
Lee Ice, that was Pat Summerall, John Madden in 1989. The first
sir.
time ever they gave out the turkey leg.
The Bounty Bowl.
Yep. Ryan and Jimmy Johnson. I say it every time I hear Pat Summerall voice, man. That man voice, when it comes to sports, just gives me chills. Steve, you just posted the other day on your Facebook your top 10 pairing. And
My top 10 NFL announcer of all time. I had Madden Summerall number one.
Yeah, number one. No doubt about it. Pat Summerall, John Madden. All right. We're going to talk about something you're very familiar with, Mr. Steven. We're going to talk about Colorado football. They just finished their season. Number one, what type of bowl do you think they're going to get?
An upper sheer bowl. We'll have to find out. Won't surprise me. It's like the Fiesta, maybe. We'll see. But I think that would be designated for the playoff matchups.
You think they can make the playoffs?
I don't know. The likelihood is improbable at this point, but I think the higher level bowls, such as your Fiesta and Orange, will be designated college football playoff games. But it's going to be tough sledding. Right in Norfolk, Colorado will make it. Arizona State won, so both BYU and Iowa State need to lose. I don't realistically see BYU losing to Houston at home tonight.
The ice, all the major bowls like the Rose, the Sugar, the Fiesta, and the Orange, all been included, in the Cotton have been included in the playoffs.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm thinking.
Biggest bowl probably left will probably be the Holiday Bowl, something like that.
Or Independence or Sun Bowl.
Right.
And
do you consider this a good year for the Buffaloes?
I think they have improved, but had they played better last week, they'd be in the championship game where they improved, but where they got to have work done on the line of scrimmage, which is where they got beat up last week at Kansas, giving up you give up over 330 yards rushing and rushing 42 yards, you're going to lose about 99% of the time. And that 1% is the 2006 Arizona Cardinals blowing a 23-3 lead to the Chicago Bears on Monday Night Football.
The Bears
can I say something about Colorado? And I'm the shot. I love Deion to death. I like Colorado. I'm back in the Jamal Holloway days in Colorado and Eric Bieniemy days. That's what Colorado I like.
Yeah. Greg
Colorado
Beaker,
Buffalo.
Joel Steed,
I'm gonna say this about Deion right now. I'm gonna say this about this team right now. When the lights were brightest and the competition stepped up, they didn't show up.
Agreed.
That's been the pattern for the past few years. When the competition level stepped up, they got their butts handed to them every single time. And I told you on All In Football during the commercial break, I said I thought Kansas was going to hand it to them, but I didn't want to say it because Kansas was ranked. Everybody forgot Kansas was ranked in the top 25 at the beginning of the preseason poll this year. Kansas had a lot of injuries at the beginning of the year. That's why they started to come on late. They won like 5 in a row, and they're beating 3 ranked teams in a row.
Okay, but my thing is, how could they not be considered a successful season? This man took over at 111?
111, almost a complete turnover through the portal.
He went from 111.
Yeah, 111.
4-8.
Yeah, 4-8 to 9-3. So they have improved each year.
Yeah,
and I can honestly see Shedeur Sanders, the top quarterback prospect right now. I don't think he's a top pro. I think the guy from Miami, Ward, is the best quarterback out there.
Cam Ward?
Cam Ward's the best quarterback now.
I think so too. I mean, when I look at Shedeur, and people say he's the top, I mean, I like him. I don't see it, man. He makes too many bad passes to me. He makes too many. I don't know if it's because of his offensive line, but I mean,
the line is so at best, but his habit that he needs to correct at the next level is he does take sacks holding on to the football too long. I'm sure that's something his dad talked to him from time to time as well. Saying, hey, this is what you're going to have to do at the next level because the competition will be bigger and faster.
Speaking of his dad, do you think he comes back?
I think he does. And in fact, he actually recruited a top prospect, Juju Lewis, recently. I think he does unless something comes up. He says, quote unquote, the kickstand is down. We'll see. He's set on many occasions. He does like the Boulder area.
I'm very skeptical because, I mean, I'm not saying word for word what he said, but I heard this before. I'm here for the long run. And then he was gone. He said that at Jackson State.
I remember that. We'll see.
Why wouldn't he go to Florida State? This is the perfect opportunity.
Why wouldn't he go to the NFL?
With the Cowboys?
Cowboys, the Giants, the Raiders.
I don't see him going to the Giants because they're a bad organization. Cowboy, he knows Jerry.
Raiders are more plausible.
I don't see him going to the Raiders because Tom Brady. You forgot Tom Brady.
Say that again. Say that again. Who?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, part he's on a good portion of the team.
Who has been coaching Shedeur Sanders these last 2-3 years?
Tom Brady, but I still don't see that. I don't see him going to the Raiders. If anywhere, the best job out there is Chicago. I don't care what nobody say. I would love to be a coach. If Bill Belichick is the best fit for Chicago, the best fit for them. But Chicago's the best job out there, then the Cowboys.
We talked Dion, and y'all talking about Shedeur. I got a question for both of you guys.
Go
Travis
ahead.
Hunter. If you draft Travis Hunter, where you playing him at? Are you drafting him as
Defensive
a corner, or are you drafting him as a wide receiver?
Defensive back.
Big dog.
He's small for a defensive back, so he would have played a slot defensive back. But I will give him some. I would always have 25 plays dedicated to him each week if I was a coach.
Combined, 25? What, on the offense?
Yeah, on offense.
That's a lot. you don't have him play both ways?
Roy Green did it. And he was very good.
He in the game, though. He started at corner, ended at. I'm talking about both ways. The whole,
Roy Green did it. You forgot.
No, he didn't do it in the games. He started at corner. He was a starting corner. Then he became a starting wide receiver. He went from number 25 to 81.
81, you're right. He still played corner in nickel situation when he went starting to a wide receiver. I was just watching the video the other night. Him and Neil Lomax was talking.
Yeah, when he first did, but then he eventually just, became a wide receiver.
I would do him just like they did Dion with the Cowboys in Atlanta. Give him 25 plays a game.
You would start him at corner and mix him in at wide receiver.
The game. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Starting at corner and have some set packages for him at wideout.
He's a lock for the Heisman, right?
No.
I believe so. Yes.
No.
Who else?
I think
that running back.
I think the dude from Boise.
Ashton Genty, and it's either going to be he or Ashton Genty.
If Miami won today, Cam Ward would have said a lot. But I think Ashton Genty, if Boise State makes the playoffs and they're our number 4 seed, like everybody's predicting them to be, he might be a lot for the Heisman because he's a one-man team.
Who, the running back?
Yes.
From Boise?
Yeah.
When's the last time a running back won it?
It's been a couple years.
It had to be the guy that played in Baltimore for a while, from Alabama, right?
Mark Ingram?
There you go.
Okay. I'm glad I was thinking Eddie Lacy, but now I remember.
I think Mark Ingram was the last one. Remember, running backs used to walk away with it. Herschel Walker, Tony Dorsett, Mike Rozier, George Rogers,
Archie Griffin.
All right, y'all, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the professional team that's in Colorado. Mr. Peoples, he know about that too, y'all. You're watching the All-In Football. Ooh, you heard what I just said, Big Dog? You're watching the All-In Sports. We're talking football, sir. You're watching All-In Sports with Lee Ice and Big Dog and our special guest, Steve Peoples. We'll be right back.
know, you don't call and text me no more. You don't check in, this and that. Hush. Hush. I want you to think about something just for a minute. How many times have you just told my business to somebody else? Just think about it just for a moment. You the problem. And what's crazy is you want me to act as if you not the problem. You should probably seek help for that. Just be thankful. Just be thankful that I left on a positive note, because it could have went sideways. But I'm gonna need for you to get up and find you something safe to do. You're gonna have to do that because you know you were the one that was in the wrong, and I move accordingly, and I just faded into black. But I could have been making them eyes black. Find you something else to do.
Lee Ice, that
Yeah.
is the hottest sensation right now on the internet, comedy-wise. That's Cousin Tim. So his routine, basically, Ice, he lays down like he's in the bed all the time with a blanket and a pillow, and he'll spit common knowledge, but it's a joke. Because his famous thing is, get up. Back to you.
All right, let's get up there.
Yeah.
All right, we still talking football in Colorado. We was talking about Deion and college Buffaloes and Travis Hunter, Deion's son Shador. Let's go to the professional team, Stephen, and Colorado. Denver Broncos. One question. Definitely want to ask you. Are the Denver Broncos for real?
Well, from a talent standpoint, there's work to be done, but the team itself and Bo Nix have improved throughout the season. And I will say it was not long ago that this football team defensively gave up a record 70 points against the Miami Dolphins. Same defensive unit, same defensive coordinator, Vance Joseph. And yes, that unit deserved to be criticized for that performance, but they've come together since that time to play excellent team defense, well coached from top to bottom, starting with Sean Payton. Well, how far to go? I don't know, but there's definitely improvement with this football team trending upward.
Big dog. Are the Denver Broncos for real, big dog?
I told you that last week on All In Football Leagues. Past couple of weeks, I've been telling you that for real. Now, let me speak on the Denver Broncos. They may be 2 games away or 3 games away from clinching the wild card. Because if this scenario looks like the way it's going to happen, if the Colts lose 2 more games, Miami's going to lose 2 more, and the Bengals lose 2 more, it's overly Ice.
They clinch.
They have a 2-game lead right now with 6 to play.
Nobody else would catch them, right?
If they lose, anybody, and those teams lose 2 more, and the Broncos win 10, it's over.
They sitting at 7-5?
7-5 and the 7th slot. They really got to tie with the Chargers because they got a Chargers. Denver got a bye coming up. So the Chargers only on 7-4. They could catch. Put it this way, Lee Ice. They could leapfrog all the way up to number 5 because of the schedule. They could leapfrog the Chargers and the Ravens.
I've been very, very critical of Sean Payton, as a lot of people know, and I've been reminded. I give him I criticize him. I got to give him his due, man. He's doing a hell of a coaching job, and he has Bo Nix going in the right place. You know that offensive rookie of the year that we thought was a wrap from Jaden Daniels is we don't know now. I think it might come down to these last 4 games.
It's going to come down to Daniels or Nix, I believe.
It's Bo Nix. I told Lee Ice from the get-go it was Bo Nix because
Bo Nix is he's
Bo Nix hasn't slacked off none.
He started off slow though. That's the thing.
Slow, but he hasn't slacked off none. He's gotten better every week. He's basically
gotten better every week while Jaden has faded a little bit. It's going to come down to these last 4 games, and you said that Jaden is missing his running backs now, so that means he's going to run more, which probably gives him more touchdowns, touchdowns on the production end. But like I said, I gotta give Sean Payton credit. He's done a good job down there in Denver. He got them right in the mix. I don't think they're gonna scare anybody in the AFC, do y'all?
No, and their game
they're
against the
not
Ravens was
scared
what I
of
was
them.
talking about before.
What'd you say, Steve?
I was going to say, they're not, from a talent standpoint, there's work to be done. That game against the Ravens about a month ago was a good indicator. When they got blown out 41-10.
I think it depends on their matchup in the first round. If they would play somebody like Houston that's real beat up right now, they probably can catch Houston.
They're probably going to Buffalo.
No, Buffalo's gonna be the number one.
It all depends. It all depends. I wouldn't say that.
Buffalo's the number one seed, right? They number one seed right now, right?
Who?
Buffalo.
No, they're two.
No,
Kansas
Kansas City.
City.
Kansas City. Oh yeah.
Buffalo holds the tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, Kansas City.
Kansas City got some games left still. They still got to play Pittsburgh.
Denver, that's a big mountain to climb for the Broncos and Bo Nix to go in there as a rookie. Oh no.
I think they're going to leapfrog the Chargers. And I think they'll end up playing Pittsburgh.
That's even. I might rather go to Buffalo than to play.
I would rather play Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh doesn't score a lot.
They don't score a lot, but Pittsburgh and Denver, I will pick Denver. Pittsburgh, I'm picking them. I'm picking.
What about Houston? If they leapfrog everybody,
Houston, they got a shot.
Houston was like they were at the beginning of the year, no, but now they ain't got no wide receivers.
Yeah, they don't know wide receivers, so they have a shot at Houston if they could get to the fifth slot. But right now, it's the Ravens and who?
Chargers.
Chargers, right? Ravens, Chargers, and
a half game back, Ice. Denver is half game.
Listen, I mean, hey, I learned my lesson. They are for real.
Look at it, Leon. Listen to their schedule. They got the Browns Monday.
They should win that one.
Then they got the Colts.
Where they playing at?
Home.
Denver.
Okay.
Their next two games are home. Then they got the Colts at home. Then they got the Chargers on Prime Video in LA. Then they
go to Cincinnati.
Then they go to Cincinnati. Then they end the season with the Chiefs. Chiefs probably sitting everybody unless the Bills are still a game behind.
Yeah, Cincinnati might be out of it by the time they play them. So you're right, man. They can leapfrog them.
The Chargers got the Chiefs. They got the Falcons this weekend. Then the Chiefs next Sunday night. Then the Buccaneers. Then the Broncos. Then the Patriots and the Raiders. Now they can win their last two, but their next four are hard. The Ravens got the Eagles Sunday. Then the Giants. Then the Steelers. Then the Texans. Then the Browns. They can leapfrog them, Lee Ice. There's a very good possibility.
Yes, who will be, well, you're going to laugh when I say this, but guess who will be my number one free agent next year?
Ooh.
Daniel Jones. Remember I told you, if he can go to a Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan or Kevin O'Connell.
He in Minnesota right now.
That's right. He's going to learn how to play quarterback. Watch. Whoever he signs with next year, they're going to get up.
Who do you think is going to sign?
Huh?
What team do you think is going to sign?
If the Raiders can't get a quarterback, they better sign him. If they can't get Shador or Cam Ward, they're in position to do it now. Shoot. How long is Dak going to be out? You know?
He out for the season.
I'm talking about next year. I mean, is he coming back? You know, is it? You know how the injuries go. Take like a full year. But I told you, Cooper Rush. I mean, people laugh when I said this. Coop, no, is he as talented as Dak? No, but he look at Cooper Rush's record. He wins. Look at him. He wins, and I would never have paid Dak all that money, man. Never. Somebody mentioned Bill Parcells earlier. You said Chicago, Bill Parcells. I mean, not Bill Parcells.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick.
Chicago.
Chicago, you think that's a
That's
fit?
the perfect scenario for him. If he wants to win now, that's a perfect scenario. There's no other team you can look at. What team you think is in trouble? Dallas is not a good situation. They have, but all they got is CD Lamb, a wide receiver. The running backs are slow.
And he take.
They got-
You know
they
who
got
he
a
brings with him?
They're gonna have salary cap problems next year. The
And
only,
you know
other,
who?
only other situation might be good besides the Bears might be New Orleans.
They got a salary cap situation too.
Not as
What
bad
about-
as Dallas.
What about the Giants?
No, hell,
No,
terrible organization.
But it's Belichick.
Oh no, Lee Ice. He would not go
no,
there.
no, and no.
Jacksonville might be another tempting one
Hell no.
No.
for him. The Jets.
Huh?
The
The
Jets.
Giants, man. He goes back
Jets.
home.
No, he would go to the Jets before he go to the Giants. Go back.
Forgot about the Jets. 'Cause
What
they
about
gonna-
Cleveland? He coached Cleveland before. What about Cleveland? That was his first job. Okay. Well, Lee Ice, take us home.
All right, y'all. Mr. Steven, it has always been a pleasure, sir.
All right.
I got
Appreciate
one
it, guys.
question that I've been meaning to ask you. How do you know what uniforms my skins will be wearing on Sunday before you send it to me?
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Not sure if I told you all this, but there's a website called Uniform Gridiron Database,
Mm-hmm.
and the person who runs it has inside information about what uniform combinations are worn throughout the year, and the teams make those decisions about whether they wear white or dark at the beginning of the season before the season starts. And many times they'll list the weekly uniform schedules, but some teams they'll wait until the very last minute to decide
All right.
what
Okay.
dark jersey they wear on a given day or so, whether
Well,
they
I-
wear the traditional home dark uniform or alternative like the Redskins are wearing tomorrow.
I hate that. I hate that uniform, man. But I appreciate you sending that to me every week. Well, we leave y'all like we always leave you. Thank you, Steve. Well, whether you like it or don't like it, learn and love it, because it's the best thing going. For Steve, for the big dog, you see it's Lee Ice. See y'all next week.